capping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You're not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting guap. Got a big bands like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, with it, no, it's time.
I got that check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get fuck you. Dory ain't gonna let you slide you. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Tryna get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check into golf. A lot of these was lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. For real. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Breno Javinci is white. Limited Louis, that's light. Rape in the city, that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, at Heinz Field. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City, and a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set, we're set, as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This will be taken short. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. On first down, Parker. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. Carlos Dunlap, the defensive end, the one to bring him down. On second down, here's Rudolph. Over the middle, it's caught by Rodgers. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now a play fake, and it's Rudolph. His throw incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Rudolph. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Eluding the pressure right. And he slides to avoid the hit. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The first carry for the second-year man, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Darren Lee there to get him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. And now to the air, Dalton. And the grab by Croft. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
3rd and 2 for Dalton. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he's able to find some room as they get him down after a good run. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Here's a run with Mixon. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Dalton's going to sneak it. So call that no gain on the sneak, and now they're still a yard short here on 4th.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. Less than an extra point attempt here. This is an 18-yarder. And Bullock will put this one through, and the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. They took it all the way to the 1, but in the end, opt for 3.
Just doesn't sound right, does it? If you get all the way down to the 1-yard line, isn't that supposed to be a play in the end zone that culminates in a touchdown for your team?
And per usual, it felt like the guys on the sideline wanted to go ahead and go for it.
Of course they did, but of course head coach, it defers back to him, and he made the decision. Let's get 3 out of this, make sure we get some points.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Rudolph going to lead the Steelers up now, 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Parker, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Here's Rudolph now on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Rodgers. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down. Here comes a 1st down throw from Rudolph. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this down to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st down, it's Rudolph. And throw right side complete to Parker. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. As we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Returning it, John Ross. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So that will push him back.
And now we know why I have a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back, that penalty will move them back.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Dalton with a give here to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
5-0, 5-0.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Underneath, this is Bernard. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Despite only needing one, Dalton to throw. He drops it off for Bernard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard. Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there. Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. Well, I think a Bengal player was able to get in there. He was. And they'll keep possession of the football. On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball. It's second down. Dalton looking. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a first down. If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? Toe tap. You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And he slings one that's incomplete. Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play. Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And there is nothing easy about being a kicker on a day like this. Yeah, I tell you, not only is the footing tough in the snow, but kicking that ball is like kicking a rock. Very difficult to get any sort of feel on your kicks. Two sides to every coin. This is the bad side of missing the 58-yarder. Now they start at the 48. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And he's got it up and through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Ross to return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
So that'll back him up 5. A false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And it pushes way forward to about the 32. They get the penalty yardage back plus a yard. 6-yard gain, and it's 2nd and 9.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
To the left side here for Eifert. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
There you go, 368.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. So we have now seen connection number 1 between Dalton and Adriel Jeremiah, A.J. Green.
Say that again?
Adriel Jeremiah.
Look at you. You are full of knowledge and information. And you know something? I bet Andy Dalton learned his full name as well, because he figured out quickly, this is going to be my number 1 target. I got to know this guy in a big way.
2 minutes remain here in the 1st half. Back to Heinz Field after this.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Dalton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And Bullock will put this one through. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Open man is Switzer, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. And the trick play doesn't work. Good reaction there defensively, and it'll be 4th down. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. And some room to work. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. The final act of the 1st half, Dalton, and he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. So we have come upon halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the 2nd half of Week 17 is underway. And now here's Ross. Shedding the tackle. And he gets it to the 30-yard line, but the football's not going to stay there. There's a penalty marker down. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And nearly picked off there, and it would have been a great time for their first pick. Instead, it's 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. Now, whistles and a flag, and I believe a Bengal got going a little early there. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Dalton gives to Bernard. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. The carry here for the big tight end. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Second down, Dalton. To the left side here for Eifert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Dalton to his big target, Eifert, for the Cincinnati first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Throw left side, complete to Ross. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 6 there on first. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the Bengals on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Dalton. Through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick 6s.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So here's Dalton and the Bengals now, 1st and 10 at their own 15. Dalton right back on the horse after the pick six. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. So there to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Dalton finding Green complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. The connection since 2011. Dalton to Green for a Bengal 1st down.
There's nothing like getting out of the gate and finding your favorite target. Andy Dalton just did that with A.J. Green.
And some people call that a nice fantasy football connection as well.
Yeah, they're piling up the points that way, and they want to see that continue.
Andy Dalton now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
There you go, 368.
Here's Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Oh, what a juke into space. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Again, it's Mixon. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Third down from the gun. Dalton to Mixon on the check down. Still on his feet. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
368!
First and 10 for Dalton. And the catch good. It's Eifert. Flashed the stick skills, but didn't get a ton from it. Stopped short of the 35. A gain of 6 there on first. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. Give them 17 at a Cincinnati first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
Go on the ball! On the ball!
On first and 10, Dalton is going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident and keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Flush to his right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. Dalton. This will be caught at about the 5. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Detroit!
They'll keep it on the ground. Parker. Big hold of the 30. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. A great play there with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point now by Boswell. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
They'll stay on the ground, mix him again, and he stopped immediately there. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
On 3rd down, Dalton. And able to find Green. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They'll run again with Bernard. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Now, Bengals on third down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
52, 93, 44.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Javon Hargrave in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. They are in the 4th in Buffalo. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Another victory perhaps in the cards. They're looking as good as anybody as the playoffs draw near. On 1st down, Parker. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Here we go now. 3-19.
It's an 8th loss of the year, and that one cements the fact that they're not going to reach their goal of finishing over 500.
And that's too bad because they really pressed for it. You know, they gave it a heck of a run, but now they've got to find out who's going to play hard down the stretch and still try and win ball games.